Hi everyone, Hutch here and welcome again to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk about something that's been super important and game-changing for me, and that is the Zen art of economy picking. In fact, the Zen art of playing guitar in general. You could consider this video. So the reason that I'm actually recording this is I've been encountering a recurring problem with my guitar playing. And that is when I'm practicing a lot of hammers only and practicing hybrid picking, and then I come to my alternate and economy picking. Sometimes there's a lot of difficulty that'll happen there unexpectedly. I'll feel out of synchronization. I might even have that bouncing hand syndrome. It's almost like I've almost forgotten about that technique. And this probably comes from just enthusiastically overplaying all these other techniques, because let's face it, hammers only and hybrid picking are amazingly fun techniques to do, and sometimes I just get carried away and I forget all about the pick. So I noticed this a few times on live streams and things, that I was suddenly wanting to get into a lot of like picking lines, economy picking, and there was that there wasn't the synchronization there. So I needed to look at how to fix this problem. So the first thing to do is really, my ego took a little bit of a battering with this, and instantly what I would do is then go, right, come on Tim, you've got to try harder, what's going wrong here? And I would analytically try and think about the problem, and everything I was doing just wasn't really getting the picking back, and I was becoming more frustrated. But there is an answer, and I did find it. And this is where the Zen art of economy picking comes in. So a lot of this idea really does fall in line with my whole philosophy about playing guitar, making music, is that at all times I need to see my musical world, and actually the world around me, through a lens of discovery and not design. Problem is, when I was having these synchronization problems, is that I was seeing that world through a world of design. This should work. I want perfect economy picking. Now, the problem with that is that's all internal thinking. That's the thinking that's inside me. But what actually exists is this guitar that I have to connect with. And that is the very thing that I need to actually discover. I need to feel the tension of the strings, the position of my hands. There has to be more of a sensory aspect to it, as well as one of observation, and not one of myself and my ego trying to fight into the guitar and trying to make it work. So this whole Zen art of economy picking, guitar playing, actually was inspired by a book called The Zen Art of Archery, and it's a book by a guy called Eugene Herrigel. He was a German professor of philosophy who actually went to Japan and learned archery off this grand master. And a lot of what he was taught in those lessons, I've actually applied to my guitar playing, and I remembered about this, and it really inspired me to bring you this lesson. So I'm going to pick my guitar up, okay? Now, I don't really want to do any edits, so it's all live this, okay? So here we go. Guitar in hand, and let's just have a look at what this is all about. So the first thing I like to do, right, is just, get comfortably positioned and get, I'm going to play through a G major scale. It's fairly popular, a little bit stretchy, but it's a great place to start. And it's all going to be economy picking here. So we're going to have a little bit of an economy picking lesson happening. So the first thing I'm going to do, right, is I just want to put the pick on the string and just feel the tension. Okay? So that's the first thing, we're feeling the tension and the weight of the string. And really what I want to do is just do my first two picking strokes. Okay, and get those nice and clean. Now what I'm thinking about is just how much pressure do I really need to put onto the strings. That's the first thing. So, because we can play quite lightly, and a good way to test this out is to just slowly apply pressure to the note that you're trying to play. The next thing is the pick planting. So, ideally, what we're trying to do here is quickly go into an upstroke. Now, one way we can do this and kind of lower the amount of travel that we have on our picking hand is to just try and stop the string. Doesn't sound amazing this when you're practicing, but it's a good way to actually get the insight to see how this works. So there we're kind of stopping the note, and then we can just apply that upstroke to the next note. And then the pick's prepared for the next note. Okay, so picking wise, we're going down, up, down, and then we're moving to the next string, which is going to be down, down for me. Okay, and I'm feeling the tension in the strings. So this whole thing is very, very sensory in its approach. And all the time, I'm just reminding myself to relax and not pick hard. Now, one technique that I use a lot in my playing all the time, and I'm pulling myself up on it, is two things. Keep my fingers close to the fretboard, not over-applying pressure. And the other thing is, a real game changer, is pick displacement. So rather than picking into the notes, what I'll do is I will just actually push rather than pick. And that really helps the planting as well. So you can see there how close the pick is getting to those strings. So that's the first part of it, okay? So really it's all a sensory thing, isn't it? Now, what we need to do is then just practice this slowly, feeling the tension of the strings and the displacement as we go. And there we go. And that is how I do it, how I synchronize, and it's a great exercise. So I think that's it from me today. The guitar sound I'm using today actually is the Kiesel Hyper Rig, which is amazing, and it's got this, actually you'll notice it's got this great room sound on it. If you like this lesson, do follow my channel. Please do subscribe, hit the notifications. And, I'll be running some live sessions, so come on the live. If you've got any questions about music production, guitar playing, I'm here to help, and that would be great to see you on there. All right then, guys, I'll see you next time. Bye.